BlackRock, one of the biggest suppliers to financial institutions worldwide, has made the decision to invest more than $9 trillion in XRP/Ripple whenever the US raises its tariffs and starts making significant cryptocurrency investments. The fact that BlackRock apparently intends to spend more than $9 trillion in Ripple Labs, a significant step for XRP, the cryptocurrency that is actually utilized to process payments worldwide, really confirms this. Actually, Larry Fink has been a strong supporter of cross-border payments through blockchain and tokenization. Every asset will be tokenized, he has stated on many news sites, and XP would bridge important tokenized assets, even connecting them to commodities like gold and silver. This has happened several times, and there have also been reports and conjectures, which are probably true, that BlackRock has been hoarding XRP, destroying its value and manipulating the market in order to obtain as much of it as possible before anticipating a sharp rise in value. Take a look at this news, gentlemen. We will be reloading and displaying the full video soon, but Forbes, yes, Forbes, predicts that XRP will be between $200 and $400 in the next 4 weeks. What does this signify? BlackRock, meanwhile, is fully aware of the situation and is aware that Forbes has projected $400 per XRP. And if XRP doesn't reach the $400 per share Forbes projects, and BlackRock manages to amass hundreds of millions, if not hundreds of billions of XRP, then if they can get it for 60 cents, $1, and 60 cents, $2, that's incredibly low, and they'll be able to sell it off at $400, making trillions. And since we learn more and more every day that Ripple has worked with large institutions, it makes logical. In actuality, Ripple recently became a member of the International Settlement and Derivatives Association, or ISDA. The derivatives market is a $1.2 quadrillion market that includes the London Stock Exchange, BlackRock, Société Générale ATL, directors of JP Morgan, CME Group, Citibank, Goldman Sachs, BNY Mellon, and of course more than 1,000 other financial institutions in 79 different countries. However, the XRP ledger will eventually have to support this enormous institution's collaboration, which is worth around $1.2 quadrillion. According to sources, we will demonstrate to you all that BlackRock and JP Morgan are indeed prepared to facilitate 1.2 quadrillion USD on the XRP ledger internationally. All of this is taking place in tandem with Ripple Labs XRP, the XRP ledger, and of course the extensive collaboration that perhaps even includes the US Treasury, the FedNat payment system, the Federal Reserve Bank, and the United States of America. Before delving deeply into all of this, we must discover a lot of material since it involves billions of dollars, trillions to be precise, and it is clear that the price of XRP, $200, $400 over the next 4 weeks, is what we should be most concerned about. You should watch this video through to the finish if you own XRP, because it's crucial and significant. The value of XRP is steadily rising and is now close to $1.82 at $1.8179. As we examine the prices, you can see them for yourself on bankexchange.com, and they are completely real-time. All of the current prices for all cryptocurrencies are clearly visible, and they are updated every few seconds. However, as you can see, the charts appear to be highly bullish. When the market plummeted due to the tariffs, we clearly saw a retracement rate. However, there has since been a modest recovery, and that's happening for the whole Bitcoin market, not just for individuals. So it's clear that Bitcoin and Ethereum are both recovering, and we're witnessing a recovery from every other token once more. Indicates that before XRP soars past its all-time high, we should expect a healthy correction that rebounds all the way up to about $2.50 per share. Now listen carefully to what I have to say, because what we are looking at is a chance for you all to get up to $100 worth of free XRP in less than 5 minutes without having to do any effort. All you need to do, guys, is register on Apple using my link in the description and complete a transaction if you want to receive some free XRP, or at least up to $100 to accrue even more XRP. The best cryptocurrency exchange to purchase XRP is Uphold. I didn't suggest it, but this is the greatest place. Once more, I'll include the URL in the explanation below. Additionally, you will receive up to $100 to purchase additional XRP if you use my link to set up and complete any transaction, regardless of how small it may be, 1 penny, $1, or $10. Once more, Uphold is the second largest holder of XRP. Thus, it's clear that they're doing this as a kind gesture. We have connected with them, so please utilize my link. Furthermore, you should utilize BankXchange if you want to trade XRP ledger tokens, or if you want to use an exchange that lets you perform trades right from your phone through an app. You can really access the BankXchange XRP Ledger platform from both Android and Apple devices. Simply search for BankXchange on the Play Store and App Store. The best part is that, as you can see below, you can use their web version at bankxchange.com to purchase and sell straight from your bank using your credit card. Of course, you can also withdraw straight to your bank. Additionally, you can purchase every cryptocurrency that is currently listed on the XRP Ledger. Therefore, you can transact and get into all of the XRP Ledger meme currencies and utility coins that are making individuals extremely wealthy very quickly and simply on bankxchange.com. So gentlemen, I'll leave that in the description below once more. I sincerely appreciate our partners. Having said that, let's dive straight into the video for today. Brad Gerlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, has confirmed that $2.8 trillion may swiftly move onto the XRP ledger. This is bullish, guys. Naturally, a large portion of this is arriving through the RLUSD, a significant market that is expected to reach a valuation of $2.8 trillion by 2028. As a result of RLUSD, it is predicted that all of this money will start to flow into the XRP ledger. Once more, we are witnessing an increase in demand for RLUSD. Guys, organizations are adopting the XRP ledger immediately and are using both XRP and the RLUSD stablecoin. Additionally, Ripple became the first cryptocurrency business to own and run a worldwide multi-asset prime broker when it paid $1.25 billion to buy Hidden Road, a prime broker. The acquisition intends to integrate cryptocurrencies into traditional and institutional financial institutions and expand the availability of digital assets to institutional clients. Guys, this is huge because once more it has a close connection to the RLUSD token with XRP. In essence, this Hidden Road company will enable billions of dollars, not trillions, as Hidden Road does trillions of dollars to swiftly and simply swap their system. Cross-border payments should be made using Ripple RLUSD and XRP respectively. To top it all off, the New York Stock Exchange has given two recently launched XRP ETFs the all clear. Two XRP ETFs have essentially been accepted as of right now. The TCRM2X Long Daily XRP ETFs are a group of listed funds that are trusted under Exchange Item 1934, and the NYSE Arca attests to its approval for listing and registration. Very positive once more, and XRP just made a significant Wall Street landing. Of course, this is happening right now. Another enormous pointer now. We're talking about a lot of content once more. Again, I'm sorry if I'm talking too quickly, but in this brief video we're attempting to convey a lot of information. Guys, XRP has the ability to influence the value of the US dollar. The Federal Reserve of the United States, in my opinion, has now made it apparent that XRP is the most valuable cryptocurrency globally, even in the United States. In fact, the USD is probably going to be replaced by the XRP payment system and the digital asset that the Fed approved. The price of XRP may reach an astounding $640.80 with only this dollar. Therefore, for those individuals who are sending you $10,000 every XRP, it makes sense when we discuss facilitating all of the world's money. Since the XRP ledger is the primary player and component, we can no longer just discuss XRP. Both XRP and the CTF coin power the XRP ledger. The CTF coin, the payment rewards cashback scheme, and the payment facilitator are all XRP. The top diva asset on the Polygon chain and XRP ledger is poised for enormous expansion. Just a $20 billion markup for the CTF token may cause the XRP ledger's payment incentives token to rise from 70 cents to an astounding $740 per token. The whole supply of CTF tokens is just $119 million. It's really constrained. The cryptocurrency market is not prepared for the future. The CTF token is prepared for launch. Be sure to conduct independent research. Additionally, you can literally invest in Mexo and BankXchange. Needless to say, using BankXchange is really simple. Much to bolt to using bis to ses. Once more, all you have to do is type CTF into the search field, and you will be able to get the CTF token immediately. Guys, let's now examine the actual charts because we must not overlook them. Guys, it's clear that the market has retraced overall. It's been quite obvious in my opinion, aside from the fact that he went from exactly $3.20 to $1.80 and then plunged to $1.60 before making a nice little recovery that appears to be continuing. The CFO rebounded with the market as a whole as well. Tariffs undoubtedly caused a lot of people to panic, but this is something that cannot be forgotten. sitting at 50 cents right now, a very reduced price. Therefore, he is conducting study if there is a time to literally capitalize and we obtain them without the assistance of a financial counselor. However, you can profit when the markets are down. According to the adage buy low, sell high, this is actually the best time to purchase when the markets are down and the best time to buy when they are up. Again though, here is where the retracement is located and we are in a consolidation period. As you can see, we have probably already started to see a minimum resurgence following consolidation, but we will most likely see a large resurgence followed by a massive breakout upward. Therefore, everything appears to be going really well, but let's look at the institutional level first, because for a moment let's put the price out of our minds. Given the fluctuating supply of only 120 million tokens, the price may potentially soar 10,000 times. Therefore, I'm not concerned about it. The money is the main focus. Actually, two multinational behemoths have joined the crypto trading fund, which has formally enabled over $3.94 million, and they are currently in beta testing. Since the crypto trading fund payment award structure is still in beta testing, all of the money that you are seeing being facilitated is during this time. Once more, because it is integrated into the XRPL, it is the XRP Ledger Payment Cashback System, also known as the Payment Horse Cashback System. However, we will examine the partners they have onboarded: Amazon, Crypt City, and Walmart. Now it's clear that everyone is aware of Walmart. Everyone is aware of Amazon as well. However, you may not be aware that Crypt City is the top cryptocurrency marketplace where you can virtually purchase anything, including cars and real estate. Additionally, they have chosen to participate in the beta testing stage of the actual implementation of the payment incentive system for the cryptid trading fund. So once more, you can look at this. They possess a wealth of knowledge, can pay for more extensive worldwide adoption, and discusses retail businesses and financial institutions. Additionally, it has a wealth of information regarding their cryptocurrency trading fund news. As you can see from the Accept Ledger, institutional adoption was recently unlocked. Once more, this relates to their beta testing. Again though, there is a lot of information here, and they already have 33,000 users. The market for payment terms is worth literally trillions of dollars. Only 33,000 of the hundreds of millions of billions of users, not trillions, have been enlisted, which is a very small portion of the total. What if the international market is indeed captured by them? Consider that they have just acquired 1 million consumers at the cost of the money they will be facilitating. It goes without saying that if there is insufficient supply, the enormous